Ladies and gentlemen, we have another beautiful candidate, but this time further west in the parish where them say no labor right no there, as was evidenced in the last local government election. And I say so it go. Hanover, this comrade is an attorney at law and is the lady who is going to become the next member of parliament for Western Hanover. Let us welcome the beautiful Heatha Miller.
Good evening, good evening. What a set of people, they look nice. Una most comrade. Chairman, friends, family, it is a pleasure to be here this evening. I hail from Western Hanover, a little community named Kendall. I don't know how many of you have heard of Kendall in Hanover. It's a small community that thrives on agriculture. It's a small community with a lot of talented people. I am from a family of service. My call to duty was propelled by the hopelessness I saw. I went away to school and I returned and I set up business. Every day I had to travel through my parish, every day. And when I traveled from Lucy straight into Negril, the roads are bad. You see sufferation. You see the people on the street just wanting help. So my call to duty was propelled by the hopelessness I saw and the need for proper and effective representation. I am from a family of service. My father, who was a counselor, long-time counselor, gave of himself. My family, I'm from a family of teachers. They give of themselves. So it was easy when I saw that hopelessness to give of myself for service. Western Hanover has always been that parish that they say is the forgotten parish. A parish rich with cultural heritage, tourism, resources. A parish rich with talented people, but it has been called the forgotten parish. But I stand here before you tonight to say that will be no more. I put myself forward because Hanover will never, ever be termed the forgotten parish when I become the member of parliament and Mark Jefferson Golding is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Western Hanover is a parish that I intend to grow. How will I do this? One, through wealth creation, innovation, a shared vision, and honest leadership. I will deal with wealth creation. What is wealth creation? I believe in empowering people. I believe in giving the people the tools to create wealth. We can do this through entrepreneurship and business growth. That is, helping small business to develop, providing opportunities, providing the resources, or even the know-how how to get there. I believe through agriculture, we can see wealth creation. We can look at Hanover has been one of the industries, agriculture has been one of the industries in Western Hanover. And I believe that can be used as wealth creation by looking at agriculture and value-added production. How? Supporting farmers with incentives, creating processing facilities. We have a lot of land spaces. Creating processing facilities that can assist them. Hanover, many of you will know, is or has been one of those parishes that marijuana has been one of those crops that for many decades they have been farming. What has happened? With the legalization of the industry, I believe that can help as one of those value-added products by, one, creating cooperatives, creating opportunities that can be used to help many of these farmers. Putting them together by themselves, they possibly cannot do it, but providing opportunities for having derivative products from marijuana. We can look at tourism and economic diversification. That is revitalizing one of our gems in Hanover, which is Fort Charlotte, which has been out of operation for some time. We can look at community tourism. We can look at expanding one of our parks, which is the Watson Taylor Park, to create recreational spaces and also an opportunity for tourists to visit as well. I go back to Fort Charlotte. It's one of the best harbors, underutilized, not used, but I believe through my leadership, we can revitalize Fort Charlotte. I see a vision where we can have cruise ships start coming, a marketplace where people can shop. We can create a promenade from Lucy straight into Negril, beautifying that stretch. That road has been so bad. I believe it's time come for those things, for Hanover to be the parish that is no longer referred to as the forgotten parish. Using innovation. Western Hanover, I believe progress depends on innovation and using technology to drive economic growth. How do we do this? By fostering an environment that nurtures and drives positive change through technology. One of the strategies I believe how we can use innovation is through agriculture and sustainable development. Like, for instance, investing in hydroponics, aquaculture, and horticulture. Supporting an eco-friendly business environment and renewable energy. I believe renewable energy is essential for any growth of any parish, and we ought to. And I know under the Mark Golden-led administration, this will become a reality where renewable energy, access to using renewable energy will be encouraged. Training and innovation is key. We have a lot of, if you come to Hanover, you have a lot of young people who, they will tell you that, Miss, when I leave school to go all the way to Mobile come college, my parents can't afford it. I believe in setting up a community college in Western Hanover is key. I believe in training our young people to meet the needs of a growing environment is key. Training and opportunity and development will be the key to wealth creation in Hanover, one of. It is essential that we partner with other training institutions because we can't do it alone. And so some of these already existing institutions, I will be encouraging to partner with us. Heart Trust NTA, UWI, partner with us to train our young people. I mentioned infrastructure development, the roads. Road is bad all over, but I think Hanover is one of the worst. Infrastructural development is needed in the parish. And it's one of the reasons why I decided that it's important that I go forward. Water. I grew up in a little district called Kendall. And when I was growing up in Kendall, we were never out of water because there was a little place called Dam. And the water would feed from there into all our pipes. Currently, we have to buy water in that district. And that's only one part of Hanover. If you go right throughout the parish, that has been a cry. We need to look at how we expand our water system. We need to look at how we deal with the infrastructure as it relates to water. Water is key. And if the people cannot get water, I remember walking on one of my walks. I went to a house, and a lady was in the back, and she refused to come out to me. And she said to me, "Miss, I don't really want to see no politician, you know. I don't want to see no politician because of how much they know, I don't get forbid. And I says, I come out to come talk to you because we're not getting no water up here, and the last time I buy water, I cannot afford to buy it." To me, that is something that every Jamaican should have access to. Clean, portable water. And that is one of the things that I will be emphasizing: access to water, readily and easily. Shared vision. By communicating a compelling vision to my constituents, I believe this will help in how we plan and execute anything in the parish. You must get buy-in. You must know what are your needs. My needs, I may see the needs, but that may not necessarily be the needs of the particular community. And so consultation is key. Talking to your people is key, knowing what they want. Every part of Hanover is different. Every district of Hanover, there are some things that are basic and common as I go throughout. However, there are uniqueness to each district. And so talking and communicating with the people is important. Land titling has been an issue in that part of the constituency, in that part of the parish, Western Hanover, where persons have lived on properties for many decades. And as an attorney, I know that will be at the forefront of any plan that I have, because having land title is a form of empowerment. Honest leadership, yes, I'm almost done. Honest leadership. We have seen the lack of accountability that exists in this country. And I believe in honest leadership. I believe if you go to serve, you should serve with integrity. You should serve with honesty. And that is what I will bring to my people. Transparent governance, public consultation, open budget discussions, and fair resource allocation. Education and reform is key, and that comes with honest leadership. I can't leave without telling you how I will support the women. Looking at women in business, providing funding opportunities and mentorship for women so that they can start their own business, encouraging investment in sustainable business for long-term growth. My people of the region, my vision for Western Hanover is not just a vision, it's a commitment to action. I I will provide strong leadership, looking at community collaboration and a shared vision. We will have a parish, a thriving parish, modern and inclusive. I am Heatha Miller Bennett, and I will be the next Member of Parliament for Western Hanover.